Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. We're on ASC 20 today as the Ironclad. Wouldn't it be nice to get a win as the Ironclad after releasing that Ironclad video where I rated all the cards? You know it, buddy. Give me that random rare. Early on, I'll take Fiendfire, absolutely. All I want out of the random rare is a rare that does damage. If it exhausts, you know, some garbage from our hand, I mean, that's pretty valuable if you draw it against some of the elites here, but mostly it's just damage. I would love to pick up an early Exhume to really take it to the next level as well, but we'll see. We'll all see. For now, feeling, you know, the last couple of runs of Slay the Spire have not gone particularly well. But that's not an indictment, necessarily, you know, it's just fine. One, that we're going to find the right time to play this Fiendfire, and the right time is next turn when we draw it and destroy this poor boy. Well, oh, you fool! Not that we would have changed the way we played that, but I tricked myself into being happy about that turn when I shouldn't have been. You have to look here. Yo, Disarm. It's extremely great against the Hexaghost, full stop. You probably don't need me to tell you that yet again. Here, an upgraded Fiendfire realistically takes it from 28 damage to 40 off the top of my dome piece. And we don't need to upgrade Disarm until maybe the Hexaghost fight. I'm gonna do the upgraded Fiendfire, but I legitimately thought about giving it to a transformation of a defend. This'll work. We should block this time, because Fiendfire will crush you next time. I thought about transforming a defend, and I think that would have been pretty okay, but it's a roll of the dice. But it was close. It's another tough one here. We don't have... actually, you know what? Inflame plus Fiendfire do work really well together. Is that enough to get me to tilt towards that? Thunderclap is also AoE, which is really, really nice. I'm going to take the Thunderclap. Might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm going to stick by it for now. So this is an important shop. Feel No Pain. Oh, we wouldn't have been able to afford it anyway, but it still hurts me. We take a Feel No Pain because it specifically bodies one set of elites and hopefully is also good later at other things. So we're fighting 3 elites. This card is going to get a lot of use. And you know what? If that leaves us stuck here, then so be it. We will obviously Smith. Honestly, you probably go for the Bash next, I think. Taking some heat for underrating Bash. Especially in prioritizing it so low for upgrades. That Fiendfire is just paying incredible dividends. How dare you? How dare you? That's all I'm going to say right now, is how dare you. There's definitely no point in playing a Disarm. Because we're vulnerable, this guy's getting too... I think you hit him once, and you just let him tag you again. I don't even think it's worth playing the defense there, because he's getting, like, 5 damage for every 5 defend due to our vulnerability. We need a Whirlwind for AoE. This time, I want to fight 2 elites, so I'm going to rest. It would be nice to upgrade the Whirlwind, but, you know, draw kind of... I'm not going to say it screwed us, but... made it a little bit less likely to be plausible. So you have to play Feel No Pain, and then doing 30 damage to this guy feels pretty good. You take no damage. So the only elite we have to worry about is the Lagavulin, and you know, don't shoot the messenger, but I feel like the Lagavulin dies in the exact same way most of the time that you kill the Goblin Knob. I just noticed that that guy's name is Goblin Knob. Like, you kiss your mother with that mouth? A little bit lewd. So basically, make him vulnerable, ideally, and then hit him with the Fiendfire after that. We should be leaving it, I mean, basically the same amount of HP that we already have. The more dazes get added to the deck, the better off we are. We're about to... I'm just thinking here. We play this... We need to play this for 3 to kill you. There's no way we're killing you regardless. If I bash you... No. So unfortunately, we are taking 7. That could be worse. Oh, it's Stone Calendar. I actually wish that it hadn't worked so we could use it on a future turn, but still. We do not need 2 Feel No Pains. I think it's time to start refactoring the deck a little bit towards defense. That being said, as much as I like Limit Break in some circumstances, we're going to go with the Carnage just for a little bit more raw damage. Sorry, Ma Bank. See you never. Now, this turn is not emblematic of what will happen most of the time, but I'm happy to see it regardless. Some people disagreed with my ratings on Infernal Blade. It does get hard countered by enemies that, well, not hard countered. It gets countered decently by enemies that get a buff when you play skills. But I'm relatively unconcerned about that. Keep in mind we're about to fight the Hexaghost, which is wonderful news. I think I'm okay taking 20 damage. That fight was fine. You're always going to take damage there. Anchor is useless against the Hexaghost, but otherwise totally fine. I took a True Grit to balance out our defense a little bit. Dude, a free Carnage. Look, a lesser intellect would point to that and say, see, that's why Infernal Blade is good. I know that that's not necessarily a fair comparison. I'm just saying that's why it can be good. This is tough, but I think I'll take an unupgraded Shrug over the unupgraded armaments. And for right now, you definitely want to hit him with this upgraded Disarm. It can save you, 20 damage over the course of the fight easy. It's an interesting choice to throw out a dropkick here. Let's do it. Let's get a little momentum. And I don't expect Feel No Pain to be good, but I'm just glad we played it, basically. So you're doing 6 damage. We would rather take damage to play Carnage then let it exhaust and take 0. Because the Carnage is very important for, like, our long-term survival, basically. With Fiendfire, you just accept that, you're going to exhaust some cards you'd rather not. But only True Grit is I mean, that's the only one I feel bad about there. If I feel bad about any of them. We got 3 turns of Bash without having to play the Thunderclap, which is nice. Dropkick's free. Don't need the draw, but the draw does get us the Carnage faster. Maybe. We got the Dropkick as well. I mean, we're going to win this fight easily. Especially with Stone Calendar coming up next turn. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it won't be too bad. But we got a long way to go. This is a very important decision-making process here. I'll go so far as to say I think your first boss card might be the most relevant part of any Ironclad run, or the average Ironclad run, because this is where you really choose what type of deck you're going to run. And Demon Form is what looks to me to be the best right now. Barricade, we don't have any of the other enablers. Well, we have Feel No Pain. We still need at least Corruption, and probably Dad's Branch. Juggernaut... It's lovely, but we need more exhaust synergy in order to make it work. So, I know I have a bias towards strength, but I'm going to do it anyway. And we need the energy, I think. Basically, as soon as you take Demon Form, or even Juggernaut, or Barricade for that matter, which I mentioned last just because I play it the least, but I think you have to go for the extra energy. Otherwise, one dead turn is, like, way too freaking dangerous. Like, we can't afford to just play nothing and have this guy hit us for, you know, even 14 is pretty bad. So it's demon form. I don't think it showed up too late. Obviously, I do wish it showed up earlier, but I don't think it showed up too late to be playable. Feel No Pain is 3 block. Feel No Pain True Grit is 10 block. I think I prefer to play it that way. Especially because we win over time here. 23. 12 plus 15. Easy. That was a good fight. Even though we drew Demon Form late, that was a good fight. And that's a good sign. So Havoc, let's be honest about Havoc. Good card I don't understand very well. I'll pay 85 gold for a relic. Runic Dodecahedron is a slap in the face on Ascension. I don't expect to make it work. Goodbye. You know what? At this point, later in the game, the defense starts to become better. Give me that flex. Alright, this is a dangerous time. 3 birds in a dangerous time. This guy's gonna do no damage, so let's at least start working. I know we didn't get Fiendfire out there. Basically, as soon as we draw Whirlwind, we basically win. So I wanted to just shut this guy down. 18. It's not great. We're only taking 6. It's not that bad. Draw Whirlwind, please. Whirlwind. Okay. Thunderclap. Still pretty good. 14 plus 12. 26. Yikes, dude, though. 4 damage. 7 damage. Okay. Well, basically, we're getting bodied by RNG right now. That's not to say we couldn't have constructed the deck in a way to make it a little better, but drawing Whirlwind on our final turn. Well, it's not our final turn, I should say, but as on the last turn or second last turn when it's possible. I'm dumb. Okay, 40. Skip that clash for now. Now, it's a hard one for me. I think saving 1 energy once is not as good. Ooh, I immediately regret not resting. I think, as much as I love Carnage, I think we have to, or have to is a strong word. I think our best chance is playing Demon Form and then drawing some AoE, which is thankfully what's happening. I think I will hit you both for 32. And then just hope we can kill one of you next turn and put up some block on the other one. Killing both also works fine. We will obviously engage in Cowardice here. The fact that you get no reward for that fight is the biggest slap in the face. This fight is also horrendous. You should still lose the strength. So we take 6 damage. That's a lot, dude. Especially with the frailty associated with it. I'm pretty sure we're legitimately dead. In fact, there's no way we could live unless we kill this guy. And I'm here to tell you, that's not happening. Okay, I was relatively pleased. I thought we were starting to get something good going there. I was incorrect. That's fine. Here we go back again with Ascension level 20. It's known to happen, losing an Ascension 20 runs. Random rare card. I love it. I don't love offering that much. But if we can make it tick, maybe get a Rupture or something like that. People have told me they think Rupture is unplayable tier. I could not disagree more. And that's what makes this game great to some extent. you know, is the difference of opinion. You know, I'm sure that that opinion was coming from somebody who has also won an Ascension 20 run, I'm guessing, or maybe multiple ones. But simultaneously, yeah, we can still do 2 damage. It's actually a meaningful amount right here. Simultaneously, I love a Rupture. In the right circumstances, at least. So I love all of this. Flame Barrier is extremely good. We have to take that over a Cleave. I will not pay. We might get a shop. It's just not worth it. Okay, Dreamcatcher. We're doing a real risky thing here, by the way, but Dreamcatcher is not great. In fact, I don't think it's very good at all, but I'll change my tune if we're able to get a great card out of it on a campfire sometime. But part of the reason that I don't think it's particularly good is because I don't plan to rest in the near future. But we probably will after this double elite fight. It's just the arithmetic of the situation. Basically need damage. Remove transform upgrade. Extra 8 damage plus maybe the vulnerability buff on Carnage. You know, if we get to play a Bash first. Very important for fights like specifically this one. So Bash, but no Carnage, please. Well, we can basically guarantee. Well, we can give it a good chance. Wow, Carnage is our last card, and for once, that rules. Probably should have still gone on you there. But I don't know. We might have stayed ahead. Now draw Carnage again. Flame Barrier is a nice consolation prize. Take a very little amount of damage. We still gotta do 15 damage to you, which is not as easy as you'd think. I hate using the potion to do it, but so be it. It's a real tough one. Because, you know, the limit break is a rare level. You expect it to show up more frequently, but... Or you expect it to show up less frequently, so you want to take it when you get a chance. But I'm willing to roll Dropkick, dude. I don't think it's a great card often. But I think it's good most of the time. Good enough to justify its existence. These are the elites. If I could choose to fight elites, I would fight these two. We have no AoE as of right now, so you would definitely bash, drop kick. I think you offering, and then you either play a flame barrier or a carnage if you're lucky enough to draw one. Yo, extremely great luck. So we get anchor, and dude, toss me a cleave. I don't really want to fight this elite, but we are going up against the Hexagon. No, I'm gonna skip the elite. I think we got the 2. We should be happy there. Imagine fighting 2. I do. I picked a pocket watching the anchor. Okay, there's no bit you can draw upon there. So happy with anchor. Well, Pocket Watch is doing good work. We need a disarm. It kills the first boss for us. When the first boss is that boss. This won't break you, so I'm going to do it. Next turn, Bash offering Carnage. If you only get 1... Still probably do it like that. I mean, what are you going to do? Disarm him? Wouldn't recommend it necessarily. And then, I mean, here, why not? 8 free damage feels pretty nice. Well... You can run the numbers yourself. I'm pretty sure we take less damage as a result. Or we leave with more HP, I should say. So we're going to take a Thunderclap. As bizarre as it sounds, we're taking it to enable the Dropkick. Just the extra damage and momentum out of Dropkick seems viable to me. I'm very glad we have AoE at least. It's a tough one, dude. Who do you kill first here? I prefer not to be made weak if possible. Oh, that's right. We don't have another. For some reason, I was like, we have 4 energy. I was going to kill this guy, but I still think that's in the right avenue of where we'd like to be here. So basically, we just want to draw Carnage again and kill this guy. I think we'll be setting up pretty nicely for the boss. We could also, Thunderclap, Dropkick. But we have to kill you if that's the case. So maybe we'd rather bash, dropkick. What's a bash, dropkick, strike? 8 plus maybe 8, 16. Gotta hit you for 9. So the math actually checks out. Nope, no it doesn't. We gotta hit you for 10. Well, that's a bummer. It's not that bad, but like, it's not what you're looking for. I still think you can take an evolve. Even though we're not going for the elite, every time we draw a bash, this will still help us, so. Or sorry, every time we draw a burn. Sorry, brain's going haywire here. Just being able to do that has paid for Carnage. Full stop, no doubt. I think at this point, you know, we've added 1 block. An upgraded armaments, and I am going to take a little bit of a risk. I'm going to upgrade armaments before disarm, which has already been upgraded, so even better. Alright. I mean, you have to. I would love the vulnerability as well. Rupture is basically 1 strength. No, because burns will work too, so I don't think it's great here, but I think it's okay. You have to play Carnage because it's our best attack going forward. I don't love it, but I'm going to let you hit me for 12. In the interest of applying some vulnerability. And now you can start to pop. Oh, you gotta love it. So you're definitely going to play Offering, get that strength up. Honestly, I think you just bash again. I know we got Evolve trucking around in there, but we only have 1 burn in our deck for now. I think I'd rather just hit you very hard and wait for the Carnage to come back. And come back it did. Plus burn, I was just going to say, it's making us stronger. We're just trying to get you before you get to your next chance, basically. I don't know. I feel like we're reasonably likely to kill you next turn, so I didn't go for the weak attack. I went for the better attack that doesn't apply vulnerability. Easy fight, but long way to go. You will never convince me that Immolate is not the right choice here. That's like the least thought I've had to put into it. All I can say is that Lizard Tail has helped us win a run before. I don't think it's a great relic, but sometimes it, you know, it's got what you need, I guess. I think all 3 of these relics could be good here. We do have 1 card that lets us draw. And, you know, every time you take damage, drawing into your good stuff faster. I actually think that Runic Cube might be our play here. Carnage is very, very important for us to be able to play. It's going to get increasingly less important, I think, as time goes on, but... Now, we didn't hit a shop on that last floor. Oh, I love it. I'm sorry, Carnage. I never had a choice. I think we're okay. What I was going to say is we never went to a shop on the last floor. So, we actually have all this money. Not a ton, but enough to, you know, I think we could look at this and be like, we got some potential good stuff coming our way. I think an ancient potion is very important as long as you remember where to use it. I think all of these are terrible. Except Twin Strike. I didn't skip the gold, did I? I don't know, I did the potion. Okay. So I'm happy with the steroid potion. Okay, here's my new strat. Anytime you see Dead Branch and you can afford it, you buy it. And then if you see Corruption, you take it and you win. So that's my new game plan. I will still... Everything is still fine. We won't be able to afford Dropkick if we play Armaments first. What have I become? Losing Carnages. Wow, never mind. It's not that bad. We got it right back. It'll cost us all of our energy, though. Yeah, I'm not willing to play it on this turn. Let's do it like this. My hand is full. Immolate is not that great here. 14 damage. Okay, it's still our best option. So let's play that. Yeah, basically, if a Corruption shows up, I think we win handily. This is a bit of a weird one. I mean, I guess I'll do it like this. Just so you take 6 instead of taking 4, and we take 0. I just don't want to lose any HP that we don't absolutely have to. If I bash you for 10, I need an attack that does 15. So I'm like, Exhume Carnage, it does 28. I think that's what we need. Okay. Every time, by the way, you see the chance for Corruption, you take it. I'm going to add an Anger. And I know it seems wonky, but because we draw so much every time we take damage, I would love to draw 0-cost attacks. And actually, I'm very surprised we get a chance to smith. We're going to smith probably Immolate first. Anger is interesting, but inessential early on, I think. I think you bash, Anger, Strike. Instead of playing the Immolate, the idea is you're waiting for the Carnage to come around. So we're going to take a bunch of damage if we don't play Offering, so that's my general rule for that. We're still going to take a little damage. I don't think, with 2 attacks, I don't think we could have done that anyway, but when I say a little damage, I mean a little damage. We got an Offering back, which is very surprising to me. This'll probably work. Remove all strikes, obtain 5 bites, lose like 26 HP. Having a means to heal seems very important to me. We'll be at 59. Without big blocks, it scares me, but I think I'm willing to go for it. Just waiting on Corruption. Can I get an easy clap in chat for actually getting the right amount of HP? No? Okay, well, I tried. Thanks anyway. Well, that's actually extremely great. Yo, okay, let's go then. It's a nice little preview at least. Turn 1, we take no damage. After this, it gets out of control. Hopefully. I'd rather double tap dash, even still. Really? You know what? Never mind. I was gonna say, look, like, this is absurd, but actually it's fine because you're gonna die when you punch me. Or tail whip me, sorry. Being very wary about what we add. So I'm not sure if you've heard, but I'd like to add a corruption, which is why I'm fighting more enemies, by the way. I hate to lose Carnage. So I actually, it sounds busted, but I think you play Carnage over Immolate. Because he's going to heal both of them anyway. It's going to take us a few turns to get this guy. I'd rather keep that attack in our deck. It might be Galaxy Brain, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Probably offer on this one. Well, we're never going to get rid of Ascender's Bane, unfortunately. I'd rather hit you for 7 and heal for 3 than block for 3 alone. Seeing red, very happy to see it. That's not a pun. If you think that's a pun, get out. I think we have you. And you never worry too much about taking damage on this fight if you have bites, because you know you can just usually farm this guy. Order. Like, we're already at the point where we'll be at full HP. It's a tough one for me. All 3 of these are very good. I can't base it on, like, well, what if we get corruption? Because if we get corruption, what does it matter? We're going to probably win anyway. But I don't dislike the idea of another Flame Barricade in this deck. We already have decent attacks, you know. Immolate and Carnage can do it on their own, I think. I think this works fine. And, I mean, I would like to upgrade some of these cards, but that's kind of where Armaments comes in. I think Digging, when you have the chance, and we can now use our curses to draw. I don't know. I don't think we want that, though. Upgrades a random card in your hand. I'd rather just get one straight upgrade. We definitely do not need to draw 5 cards either. That's like the easy option here. I think we probably upgrade a Flame Barrier, but I look at the vulnerability as well as a viable option. Come on, just give me corruption here. Take the, you know, the danger out of the run. You know you want to. I've been working hard. I've been playing quiet Slay the Spire, making what I consider to be likely good decisions. Come on, just hook your boy up. Come on, just hook your boy up. 1 Immolate. This fight's over, so. Oh. Did I do that? We will play the offering nonetheless, but. Again, it pays for itself, like, instantly. I think we might want the ability to weaken an enemy. Or like one of these bosses specifically. Like this boss specifically. Glad to see it. This does 6 damage and we take 0. So I think it's better than an alternative. Maybe? Okay, start here. I wanted a better series of options. Where did that come from? I want to extend your vulnerability and then get a little HP back. That's my thinking right now. We got to watch out for his big turns, which is where I'm saving my weak potion. Or what I'm saving my weak potion for. So I know we're going to get hit. You have to play your Carnages. It's like one of your best cards. Might be your most important card. Metallicize strikes me as a very good idea right now. I don't know. It's slightly different than any Ironclad run I've done in the past. So I'm not confident saying we're in like a great spot. Doesn't seem to be going too badly so far. We lack any kind of growth against this guy, though. That's the real problem. We have to play Carnage. That's the philosophy, right? Or do you play Flame... You know what? I'm going to say goodbye to Carnage. The reason for that is Immolate is kind of just... Against a single foe, kind of just the worst Carnage. And that, in this case, I mean that as a good thing. I think that that's a justifiable way for us to proceed. We can play the defense. I'm going to Havoc and get real weird. Yo, I don't know about that one. We lost a Flame Barrier. We did get it for half price. Let's not draw a card that'll cost us something and wait for the next turn. I don't know. He's having a hard time hitting us, and that's probably an encouraging sign. Let's weaken this guy. Okay, step 1. 12 damage, huh? Well, you know, I know we're not really doing much, but we're not taking much either. I worry about when he gets stronger, for sure. This time we're going to get hit. Heal for 2 or block for 3 while doing damage. That's a tough one. He said kind of unironically. Because we draw so much, this is why I wanted these angers. And you might think, like, boy, you're drawing a lot of angers. Aren't you worried? Dude, I'm loving it. Are you kidding me? We're getting so much damage for free against an enemy that's tanky as heck. Like, I'm in love right now. So starting soon, we're going to weaken him. We might pop these steroid potions. Starting now, we're going to weaken him. We will live on this turn. I don't think this is when you start popping the... Well, let's see what we're drawing. No, I think you definitely... You know you're getting at least 1 free attack next turn. So save that steroidal potion. Do you pop it this turn? Dude, I really wanted some vulnerability. I think you pop it. I'd rather pop it now, because we have no idea what the heck we're going to draw, dude. And then it becomes an interesting question. You know you're hitting them with these, but what do you do after that? Do you do... well, it's not that big of a deal. You basically choose what's worth more, 7 damage to him or 2 HP on yourself. Because we can do... Hello, Ruka. We can do 46, or we can do 39. One of them heals us for 3, one of them heals us for 8. I think I'd rather heal for 8, honestly. Sorry, Immolate. I don't know how relevant it's going to be. It might be extremely relevant. Getting that flame barrier is like actually unbelievably good. We will live yet again. Please don't attack next turn. He's choosing to attack this turn. I think that means we are dead. I know that means we're dead. Hello, Ruka. Well, that's a bummer, but we did give it the old college try. I really felt like we were close to solving that there. You know what? I hate to say it, but a spot weakness might have given us what we needed to break him there. Instead of that 3rd flame barrier. Ruka! Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya! And follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion to be notified when I go live in the future. It's all the time. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.